And we're back with another episode with Annastasia and Adam Young with Team Young Bodies. And we are going to discuss today with you clients getting on a cycle. So the first question, Adam, for you is, what do you do when a client approaches you to get on a cycle because they want to run a cycle?
I get that all the time, like especially with guys. You know, they come to me and their first question is always about gear. What gear should I take? And it's like, you know, the majority of you, 99% of you, don't diet right and your training sucks, to be honest with you. And that's just, nobody wants to address those issues first. Everybody thinks they can just take shit and they're just gonna all of a sudden just look like a pro bodybuilder. And I hate to break it to you, that's just not how it works. Like I've had guys that have run cycles and you don't even know they're on shit. It's because they don't do anything right. They don't eat right. They're not consistent. They might have one week and they think that all of a sudden they should just sprout muscles. And it just doesn't work like that. Like, this takes time. Even with gear, it still takes a shit ton of time. Like, yes, that will, like I tell people, it's a PED. It enhances what you do. So if you don't do shit, it's not going to enhance shit. That's just how it works. So that's probably the biggest thing is, guys that think that gear is going to solve your issues. Like guys will hit me up. Hey,
and
bro,
girls.
What can I run, to lean up for summer?
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, it's not about what you want to run. It's about dieting. Dieting, that controls everything.
Sure does.
Your gear will just enhance what your diet and your training is doing. But if you're not doing those two things first, the gear's not going to do shit. People just think that we just pump a bunch of gear and that's why we look like we do, but it's not the case.
I think that the prerequisite needs to be for clients is kind of like a trial period to prove themselves, almost, to be like, okay, can you actually follow your diet? Can you actually, work hard in the gym and make, progressions? And then discussing possibly doing the cycles. Because if you're coming at a coach and saying, oh yeah, I just want to blast, like that's the first thing you're asking, I want to blast this, blah, 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 then it's like, dude, I don't even want to work with you because your work ethic probably sucks.
100%. You can tell the dudes that just blast gear because, the guys that actually have put the work in over the years and have dense muscle, like you can tell because they keep the muscle. Guys that, blast some gear and shit, as soon as they get off, they look like a saggy bag of shit. Exactly. And I've had a lot of female clients do the same thing, come to me saying, I decided to run a cycle of Anavar because I wanted to lose fat. And Anavar doesn't help you lose fat.
Exactly. And, they're on a tremendous amount, and it's just ridiculous what little information people actually do know about it, and they can't even get their act together dieting. So